And I can see 87. I can see 82 there, Kruiswijk and Tim van Dijken.
Yes,
Olav Kooij is 81. 81. Not in that shot there. There was another rider a little further down before we panned away. Schachman is back. Ethan Hayter's there as well.
Yep, Ethan Hayter was just tracking.
And there is Olav Kooij.
Yep. So that's a good one.
Max Kanter's in this group. So we do have a good collection of fast finishers in the end.
Yeah. Well, the other one we need to look for is Arvid Klein in this group, looking for 162. Several riders from Tudor Pro Cycling there. There's a lot of Destiny continue to ride on the front. One would imagine that Schwartzman, Seelig or De Lee are in this group if Lotto Soudal are riding on the front. Otherwise, why would they at all be riding there? Try and do some, try and get in some little moves. But one would imagine one of their fast men is here.
Surely Arnaud De Lee has to be here if they're right.
Yeah, I think he is just a little bit further back, right down towards the back. I think that's De Lee on the inside. His big frame.
There he is. That's him on the inside. Yeah. That's the way he holds the handlebars as well, isn't he? He sort of has this arched arm position that makes a zero, doesn't it, when he's holding the bars like that. Arnaud De Lee. By the way, if you want to look for him, he's wearing that red and light blue jersey, black shorts. He has the number 153 on his back, does the Belgian sprinter, with 5.5 kilometers still to go.
Yeah, good bit of driving here by UAE team members. Molano trying to improve on that third place finish yesterday, clearly building his shape in this race. Good turn on the front by George Bennett, just keeping this group together, just stifling any attempts or potential attempts to try and go clear. I think anybody moving or trying to attack off this pace would have to be going very well. I'm just wondering whether this particular sprint, Rob, we've seen it before, that drag up offers up an opportunity for somebody to go long. Now I think today, of all the days, this one may actually suit De Lee more than the previous couple of sprints we've seen. He can sprint well but prefers an uphill finish. We know how devastating he's been this year in the uphill finishes. He's taking his first World Tour wins, and there's an interesting conversation going on there between one of the riders. That was Leo Hayter having a word with Luke Plapp, being quite demonstrative. Too sure that was just reinforcing the plan for today. 4.5 Ks to go. Doesn't seem overly frenetic. That's what these wide open roads offer up. There's so much space, riders can leave it very late, and with the lack of wind as well to move up on either side of the road. But quite clearly the wind is coming ever so slightly from the left. That's why George Bennett's riding to the right. So the harder way to move up is into the wind on the left-hand side.
Just been checking on the general classification situation whilst you've been having a look at that. There's a conversation going on to that end as well now for Bahrain Victorious. Kiplinger's the man to help Milan. On his wheel is Arnaud De Lee, so there is that 153. Looking down the Tudor riders there. De Klein, if you're looking for him, he's 162. Max Kanter's there, but in terms of the general classification, we know that Dries de Bont has taken 6 bonus seconds again today. He started 4 seconds behind Jonathan Milan in the general classification. He now leads by 2. And looking down at the rest of the general classification, there was only one other rider who, if they took bonus seconds in the whole peloton, that could threaten either Milan or de Bont in terms of the race lead today. That's assuming, Matt, that there's no splits in this group and everybody finishes together. He's not there now. Elia Viviani was dropped on the climb. So only Jonathan Milan, if he takes first, second or third, so either 10, 6 or 4 bonus seconds, can deny Dries de Bont the red jersey today, assuming everybody finishes in this group.
That's an interesting proposition, isn't it? Dries de Bont has done well to get into this move. Dropped over the top, but luckily was in a group with the current race leader Milan, so there's not much more that he can do than maybe to hope that one of his sprinters that's left, as Senny Layson just next in, can try and get up through to the front. But with the class that we've got here, I think that's going to be a tall order. He'll be hoping and praying that somebody like Olav Kooij can take the victory today, or Milano can get up there as well.
But it's those top 3 positions, remember, assuming, of course, that De Bont can't get involved in the sprint, and you wouldn't expect so in this particular.
I don't think so.
And having been in the break for 3 days as well, let's not forget that little detail. But yes, it's a 3rd place would be good enough for Milan to take the jersey back, because he'd take 4 bonus seconds. He currently on the road trails by 2. So keep your eyes as we're into the final 2.5 kilometres. Ivan Sulce has made the group, so he'll be in there for tomorrow. Esteban Chavez, Hugh Carthy, as well as Rigoberto Urán, all ready to fight for the GC in the coming days. 141 there for Israel Premier Tech is Seb Berwick. He's got the same idea, I'm sure, as we go to 2.4Ks to go.
Yeah, Beastrom is moving around the outside in the white of Intermarché. He's got the powerfully built Lawrence Rex. Not a sprinter, but just, you never know, with this reduced group, there'll be a couple of riders who fancy their chances today, try and get a top 10, valuable World Tour points as Team DSM in the navy blue move up on the left-hand side, jockeying their riders for position. EF Education Easy Post on the right as well. And it is now Ineos Grenadiers driving Plapp there. Looks like they're going to be looking after Jonathan Narvaez or Ethan Hayter today.
Oh, the crash, big crash. 1.9Ks to go. And it looks as though there's riders involved from Bora Hansgrohe. That, of course, is Schachmann. Oliveira is down, the Portuguese champion as well. That's Ivo Oliveira. And running away for his bike to try and get back involved there was a rider from Lotto Destiny. In fact, 2 riders from Lotto Destiny. We wonder whether Arnaud Delis was caught up. Here was the crash again.
Yeah.
And it's high up. Whoa, well, it's Johan Jacobs who is put right. His foot comes out, and there are several riders down. Oliveira on the left, Schachmann there. Only 3 riders, amazingly, actually hit the deck there. But Ivo Oliveira looks like he's struggling, I'm afraid.
Yeah, only 1,400 metres to go. I think a very important lead-out rider for Milano as well. We saw how effective he was in the Vuelta. Very good track rider too. Big shame it looked like there's the rider from Movistar, as you say, overlapped the wheel, pulled his foot out in a panic and caused that ripple effect. But now it is Luke Plapp on the front.
And we're into the final kilometre now, Matt, as it is Plapp who's there on the front of the bunch. On the left-hand side, you can see moving up, again trying to get involved is Delis. Milan is there. They're doing their best in Alpecin de Koning colours to give an opportunity to Dries de Bont to take the lead. Marijn van den Berg is there as well, ready to go. Abir Asturi's going to give it a go. Cantor is there or thereabouts as well for Movistar if he can get back into position. It's anybody's sprint this. Olav Kooij bunched off the back. It looks as though Cantor might have had a problem out the back, and it is going to be an opportunity now into the final few hundred metres to lead it out. It's Jonathan Narvaez who's doing the leader actually in the end. It looks as though it's Hayter who's ready to go on his wheel. Ethan Hayter on the left-hand side as we look at it. Milan coming off the wheel of Kooij. Milan in the red jersey there. Ever so slightly downhill now as they crest the top of that drag. It's Hayter on the right-hand side in the red. It's Kooij through the centre. There's almost another crash here, and it's a split that might develop in the end. It's Kooij hitting the front. Kooij staying at the front. Nobody can get anywhere near him, and Olav Kooij wins stage 3 of the Tour of Guangxi. Chaos, worry, wobbly stuff in the final few hundred metres, but it's Kooij who keeps it upright. Kooij who takes victory. He's congratulated there by Anderson of DSM, and Olav Kooij has another World Tour win in the bag. Let's see who finished in the top 3, but I have a feeling that we have a brand new race leader, Matt Stevens.
I think you're right. An emphatic victory there by Olav Kooij, well into double digits for the Dutchman this year. Jumbo-Visma, well, what a season they're having. But significantly in the sprint, Jonathan